so excited to be using the Pure Juicer, and I'm going to try out some apple slices. I need to put it over here to get started, and it's going to grind the apples. And we're using all of the apple. We're using the peel because the color is different on the outside than the inside. That's at extra nutrient value, and so we're using all of it to get all the good stuff. Yay! All right, there's my apples. Okay, I'm so excited to be trying an apple orange juice. So we've already got the apple pulp, and we've got the pulp right here. And a little bit of juice, you can see, has already gone into our bowl. So we're definitely gonna use that. But this is the money, this is the good stuff. So we wanna use it and get it into a juice. So I'm gonna take my little Pure little handle here, and I'm gonna place it inside of this white bag. And so we're gonna go ahead and put it on here. And gonna fold it up nice and neat. And you can already see how the juice is starting to kind of bleed through, which is what we want. And we're going to make a little baggie, a little sample, and we're gonna go ahead and place it right here in our juicer. And now, what I'd like to do, let's move this out of the way, is we're going to press this. So this is where the pressing part comes in. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on, and it's gonna rise up, and then it's gonna come into our nice stainless steel container. So let's give it a go. Okay. Here we go. Wow, here comes the juice. Awesome. Okay, so my apple has been pressed, and now I want to see what the pulp looks like now that we are done using it. So you can see that my press cloth is very moist, it's very wet. So let's kind of unwrap it. Wow, look how pressed down that is. You can definitely tell that all the excess moisture was squeezed out and it went into my container. So I know I've got all the juice that I need from that apple slice and its exterior. Now I'm gonna get started on the orange part of my apple orange juice. And I've already got my blood oranges segmented, and I took off the outside rim. And what's great is I can reuse the same press cloth that I had for the apple. It's reusable, so you can make all your juice together. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill it with just this much of the orange because I don't want it to be over full because then it's gonna spill out. So then we're gonna take it and we're gonna fold it up once again. And I'm gonna take my press cloth and go ahead and put it on my Pure juicer machine. You can see we've already got the apple remains here, and we're going to go ahead and start the pressing process. So let me turn it on. Here we go. Wow. That is beautiful. So now that the juice has been pressed, let's take a look at the pulp and see what it looks like. It's like a surprise inside. So you can see that this was definitely a brighter color, so it's changed my press cloth color, but it's okay because I can wash it and it will be ready to go. Wow, oh my goodness. Look at that. So you can see the seeds, you can see the remains of my orange, my blood orange. You can see the orange color and the ruby red color, and you can see that it got so much of that juice. It was a big orange, and now it's just pressed, and this is the remains. And what's really cool is I can compost this. I can use this to feed my chickens, and it can be reused for my compost. So that's a great way to use the excess of your fruit remains. Okay, I've got my apple juice, I've got my orange juice. Now we're gonna combine it and put it all together. So remember the apple that we started out with? This is the juice that first came out of it, and then the rest of it was pressed. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into my container. Now it's mixed all together, and this is stainless steel, so this is making sure it's all fresh. And we're gonna pour it into my glass. This is a blood orange and apple juice. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. And you can see how clean it is. There's just, hardly any pulp. It's just so fresh. It smells wonderful. It just smells happy and pretty. And look how pretty this is. I can't wait to drink it, but I almost don't want to. It's really good. It is really good. I taste the orange, I taste the apple. It's blended together beautifully. This really might be some of my favorite juice. Let me taste it again. It's bright, it's fresh, it's so yummy. You've got to try this. It's so good. What I like and what I don't like about the Pure Juicer. For starters, what I like is it's beautiful. It is a well-built machine, and it looks good on your kitchen counter. If this is going to be out on my counter all day, it looks really great. It's also well-built. It's stainless steel, and it functions very well. It has the grinder and the juicer, so I'm getting the maximum amount of juice from my produce. So when you're using the presser, it has the weight of a baby elephant, which is incredible. And I just love how simple it is. When you wrap up the produce, you press it, and out comes the juice, and it's ready to go. One thing that gives me confidence about the Pure Juicer is its warranty. Though it is an investment from the beginning, it has a 12-year warranty, which is one of the best ones in the juicing industry. So I know that even though it's well built, if I come across an issue, I can send it in and have that warranty, and I can keep my juicer long lasting and ready to go. So now let's talk about some things that might be negative for some people. I think the first thing is the price. It is an investment. And then second, it's heavy. This is going to be on your shelf and you can't lift it back and forth. And then finally, there is a little bit of a learning curve involved with juicing at home and learning all the different pieces of the instrument. But once you learn these things, it's really one of those investments that I do think is worthwhile, and it's a beautiful piece to have on your countertop. So it all kind of evens itself out. So one of the things that was a little intimidating to me in the beginning were the multiple pieces of equipment and the bags and everything that came with the Pure juicer. But one of the things that really made it handy and took the guesswork out of it was it came with this chart that showed all the different types of produce that I could use and what grinder to use and what kind of press cloth or bag needed to be included. So that was extremely helpful just to know that I was doing it correctly as I was beginning my juicing journey.